Buenas, buenas. Good morning, everybody. How are we doing today? Ooh. If you heard a cute little sneeze, it is Hermosa. For those that can't see, of course, she is my little shadow. She's esa donde estoy. So, she's so cute. How's everybody doing today? Sorry that there was not an episode last week, but don't worry. I'm trying to get everything going. So bear with me while I come back. I think when I first did it, I was gung-ho and I was very, very strict on I have to film. But that's when I had a little bit more time. Now that I'm super busy, I can't. But I promise you guys, you will for sure have an episode every week now. I am going to pre-film a little bit. So, yes. So I really hope you guys, you guys are watching me. For those that haven't been watching me, why aren't you watching? You ask, where's the podcast? It's right here, babes. If everyone likes my Stitch shirt, you can never be too old. Yeah. So a lot of you guys know about my 30 things before I want to turn 30. And one of them is I want to run a marathon. Because when you run a marathon, why not? It's only 1% of the world that does it. And then this is a question, after I run my marathon, what else can I do for attention? Because right now that's the only thing. So let me know what else I can do after that, because then I'm going to have to do it. After this marathon, what am I going to do? But speaking of the marathon, getting into the marathon is actually really, really hard. Especially like the really big ones like New York, Chicago, Boston, and I don't know which one else. They're really hard. I could run the Colorado Marathon, but that doesn't sound like fun. I mean, yes, anyone wants to sponsor that, but I don't want to be like, I ran a marathon and I think Boulder does it. I work there, but still. Like, I want to go to New York, and then the next day I go get a bagel from the bodega, and then I get my medal engraved. Like, how cool is that? Yes, I know there's bagel shops in Boulder, but you know what I mean. Since we're talking about marathons, because the New York City Marathon, did you guys ever watch that guy on TikTok that's like, from New York City? He would literally talk like that, and he said, how does he if he can spend less than $100 a day, or how much money he would spend, but he would always say New York City. I don't know. He said it like that. I really liked it. It was fun. So every time I say New York City, I want to sound like it, because he had a very unique little accent. So speaking of New York, and the marathon and all that, I'm going to read you guys some little fun facts about marathons I didn't know about, so you guys could know. First of all, the full marathon is 26.2 miles. Driving, that doesn't seem bad. Running it, yeah, I don't know. I'm scared. Let me read these facts and then we'll debrief. Fact number one: Run the World. In 2016, over 545,000 runners completed one of the 816 marathons in the U.S. and Canada. Add all of the race mileage and almost enough to circle the globe. It's crazy. The first marathon ever. The marathon is a celebration of the legendary Greek soldier. I'm going to butcher this. Philippides. I will put it right here. He is said to have run over 25 miles from the Battle of Marathon to Athens. Wow, that was a mouthful. To deliver news of a Greek victory, only to promptly collapse and die. Which he ran 25, and then it's like, is in a marathon 26.2? Yes. And the 1908 Olympic marathons was the first time an Olympic marathon was 26.2 miles. The Queen requested a route extension so her kids could watch the race. It wasn't until 1923 that 26.2 miles became the standard. So shout out to the Queen for making it a mile and 0.2 longer. Thank you, ma'am. Also, did you allegedly kill Princess Diana? or not? Let me know. Well, you can let me know. Your son, I know your son did, but we'll talk about that another day. Number 4, age doesn't matter. At 100-year-old, Fauja Zing became the oldest person to run a marathon in 2011 when he completed the Toronto Waterfront Marathon in 8 hours and 23 minutes. And incredibly, at age 3, Budhia Singh became the youngest to complete a marathon. That's crazy. At 3 years old, not running no damn marathon. Dean Carson is well known for running 50 marathons in 50 days in 50 states. I will not be doing that, Dean. Thank you. You have the most... I love that. Shout out to Dean. Couldn't do that. Human versus horse. There's a marathon in Wales in which runners run against the horses. Horses have won twice. Humans have won twice since 2004, both notably on unusual hot days. Maybe it's because we're the best sweaters. Okay, Bon Appetit. There is a marathon in France that kicks off with the race with the sip of wine. The race also has 22 refreshment stands and 21 gourmet food stands throughout the course and red carpet at the finish line. See, my only thing with stuff like that is that I feel like that would take you forever because you would have to stop. And then also, like, what if you have to poop? Pooping takes at least 5 to 10 minutes, right? And that's in your own bathroom. Imagine in a porta potty where you have to like hunch over and like hold on to everything so your butt doesn't touch the sea because that's disgusting. And I feel like that would take you longer because you have to make sure your butt doesn't touch the sea. And then that just adds an extra 10, 15, maybe even 20 minutes. Oh, absolutely not. That's scary. The largest I cannot read today. Sorry, guys. Remember I have dyslexia. Largest marathon in the world. With 45,000 runners crossing the finish line in 2010, the New York Marathon is the largest in the world, but it had humbling beginnings. The New York Marathon started in 1970 with 127 people, each paying $1 to run several loops around Central Park. Cool. The Boston Marathon was first run in 1897, making it the oldest annual marathon, and thanks to its strict time requirements, the fastest marathon in the U.S. with the median finishing of 3:44. Yes, it is the Boston one that you have to run under a certain time to qualify. I think like the longest you can take is 5 hours. I'm probably really wrong. Okay, don't quote me. Probably don't. I could probably look it up, but I'm not going to. And it makes sense because you don't want to have to shut your whole city down for like forever, you know? Makes sense. World record. But by now you probably know that the current world record of the fastest marathon is 2 hours and 3 minutes. From Patrick from the 2010 Berlin Marathon, 2 hours and 15 minutes from Paula Radcliffe, 2003 London Marathon. Did you know that the record for the fastest marathon while running backwards is mind-boggling 3 hours and 43 minutes? And then marathon and space, as if you guys ever watched my other one where I made fun of Katy Perry. During the 2007 Boston Marathon, astronaut Sunita Williams ran 26.2 miles while on board on the International Space Station in 4 hours and 24 minutes. Honestly, that's kind of sick because I feel like, you know how hard that would be? Because I feel like first you're in an enclosed space and you're in space and there's gravity. Honestly, that's impressive. 4 hours and 24 minutes up in space like that, that's crazy. So shout out to Sunita Williams. So everybody, round of applause for Sunita. Woo! Go, Sunita. Sunita. I'm saying it wrong. Please correct me. Miss Williams, Miss Astronaut of the World. Also, do you have any intel that if we really were the first humans on the Earth or it was fake with Neil Armstrong? Thank you. Anyways, guys. So it is November. Thanksgiving is in a couple days. I cannot believe Thanksgiving is in a couple days. That is insane to me. How did we get there? I feel like we literally just had Halloween. And then 4 weeks, it's Christmas. That's crazy. If anyone wants to get me anything for Christmas, I am a size large in a 6-hour tattoo session. So I can put my Venmo down below if anyone wants to contribute. That would be great. Also, I have some very exciting news that I will be sharing on our Christmas episode. So make sure you watch that. I'm going to make you guys wait for 4 weeks. Sorry. So, but you'll be fine. Anyways, as you guys know, I have a very unhealthy obsession with Mormons. I don't know why. I also have a very unhealthy relationship with reality TV. So when you mix them, you get the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. And I didn't debrief season 2. I did not debrief season 2 with y'all. I did season 1. The episode is really far back, if you guys want to go watch that. I'm almost done with the last episode, but I'm still going to talk about it because why not? So in season 3, I feel like it is all over. First of all, it's all over the place. I feel like they picked 5 storylines and then ran with it. First, Jesse Marciano, Demi Marciano, Macy, Michaela and her husband, Dancing with Stars, all these, and I'm like, calm down. And all they do is talk about going to press for the last season. And then, of course, Dakota is still a cheater. But we'll get there. And, of course, it's all allegedly. So, first of all, why? So, if you guys haven't watched this, spoiler, sorry, I'm going to ruin it for you guys. Dakota, that is Taylor Frankie Paul's baby daddy, he pretty much was talking to someone considered like her aunt. It was her mom. I think it's her mom's best friend. And they were like flirting. She sent a photo and was like, look at me. And then he goes, And then they were supposed to meet up and they never did. And then so Taylor and her mom were like, okay, bitch. They never say her name. So if I guess it, let's give her a name. She sounds like an Amber. Okay? She looks like, I feel like she's probably an Amber because she seems very ambery. So Amber, they call Amber, they don't say her name, they don't show her face, nothing. Amber is not on the screen. And I feel, so they call her and they're like, hey girl, and she goes, oh my god, hi. And then they're like, so why are you fucking trying to fuck my baby daddy? And she goes, what are you talking about? And they're like, don't even lie. So she's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then they're like, we've known you for too long, you're fucking lying. Like, we can hear it on your voice. And then she keeps denying it, que no le mandó fotos, nothing. And it's like, then who's the liar? Is it Dakota's the liar? Because Dakota said A, B, and C. But then Amber is saying X, Y, and Z. But then when Jesse found out from Jordan is saying TRX. So who is the liar? I would like to know right now. And we know Dakota's not going to admit it. The other girl doesn't want to look like a bad Amber doesn't want to look like a bad person. I really hope that's her name because that would be kind of funny. But and then Jordan, well, I don't know. Jordan did say, I'm going to tell Jesse. Oh, that's a story for another day. That's a whole different thing. But then Jordan goes, well, I need to tell my wife. Maybe she'll trust me. Yeah. You emotional abuser. You fucking asshole. Ladies, let me just tell you one thing. Before I keep going. Do not cry over a man that's shorter than 6 foot. Say it with me. Do not cry over a man that's shorter than 6 foot. Don't cry over a man that's shorter than 6 foot. Don't cry over a man that's shorter than 6 foot. Thank you. Also, because I know she's going to see this. Do not cry over a man that's shorter than me. You know who you are if you're watching this. If you're not, well, I'll make you watch this so you can listen to this. Love you. Anyways, so back to it. So yeah. And then he, of course, Taylor is filming The Bachelorette. I watched The Bachelor years ago when some Pablo guy was on it. And me and my sister loved it. We gagged over it. We love the out of it. And I never watched it again because I didn't feel the need to. And I remember it was always right after Dancing with the Stars. Also, I'm not a big Dancing with the Stars fan, but I hope Alex Earl wins. Ooh. See, this is why they should not have put of Alex Earl with Robert Irwin. Because fuck the Stingrays still. Fuck a bitch named Stingray. So, of course, I want him to win because of Steve. But I like Alex. Can there be two winners? Is that a thing? I don't know. Anyways, back to it. She's on The Bachelorette. I will be watching it because I feel like they're going to make it extra juicy. Because she is like in the Mormon Wives y todo eso. So I feel like it's going to be a little more razzle-dazzle. So I'm excited for that. If anyone wants to watch it together and debrief, let me know. I probably won't have time to watch it with you, but we can debrief after. What else in the Secret Life? Oh, yes. Maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. All I know is that on season 1, I loved Demi. Demi was my favorite. I followed her everywhere. I was like, oh, I want to be her when I grew up. Technically, she's not that much older than me. That's crazy, huh? I was like, I was all in it, all for it. And then, yeah, and that's how that went. I've always hated Whitney. If you guys know, if you guys seen the other episode, Whitney, not a fan. Never have been, never will be. Demi, I hate her now. Jessie, I've always loved Jessie. I've followed her since like the beginning when she just did hair, and her mom were like would post all the time. So yeah, I've always liked Jessie. Taylor, I like how Taylor doesn't give a fuck about anything. So Miranda's my queen. Oh, my blue queen. Oh, we love her. We love Miranda. Layla. I don't know. I'm a little wishy-washy with Layla. Sometimes I like her. Sometimes I don't. I do like that she is more like, don't fuck with me, bitch. So I like that. Jen. I think I'm starting to like her a little more this season. I did not like her last season. But also I feel like because I didn't like Zach. Because Zach is an emotional abuser. And I feel like he really triggered me. So then I was like, oh, you know? And I was like, don't be a stupid bitch. But, you know, whatever. Everyone has to be a stupid bitch at one point in their life. And then Michaela, I don't know. She kind of annoys the shit out of me. So, and then Macy, I hope I'm not confusing it. Macy's the one with the baby mama brand, right? I think so. I don't know. I know they were both pregnant. Who knows? Oh. I don't mind her. I also do feel, I saw this allegedly, saw this conspiracy theory on TikTok that the Mormons, as in Mr. Latter-day Saints, as in Mr. Joseph Smith, as in Mr. John Smith, that's the Pocahontas one, that they were like, you need to make sure this church looks better, because the other 2 seasons she was like, oh yeah, I'm a Mormon, and that's it. And then this season she's like, oh, the Mormon church, and like she's like an advocate. I'm like, okay, like how much is John paying you? Well, let me know because I'll go Mormon real quick right now. I'll put on my garments. You guys have tank tops now. We're good. But yeah, I just need to let all that out because none of my friends have been watching it all in the way. So like, I'm like, who am I going to debrief with? Apparently myself. I hope you guys watch this and then text me and then we can all debrief at the same time. That'd be great. You guys let me know. Sorry guys, there's a fucking mosca in here. If you guys know the infamous clip of when Tori was on my podcast and there was a fly, he said pinche mosca, and then we laughed for 20 minutes. That will forever be one of my more favorite episodes. But yeah, shout out to Tori, congratulations to him and Lupita. Back to my 30 things before 30. It's going really well. I haven't done much. The only thing I've really done is I've been going on my runs and done my 30 coffee shops / 30 restaurants. I was going to combine them, so technically like do like 15-15 or like 10:20, algo así. But I am rocking these coffee shops. Shout out to Hawaiian. He's literally the cutest thing ever. The other day we were going to go to Dutch because I was like, can we go? Because we were supposed to go to his eye exam because, you know, men don't know how to do anything by themselves. So I was like, oh, like, I'll go with you, whatever. And I was like, can we stop at Dutch before we go? He goes, yeah. And then we were getting ready to leave to go somewhere. Well, we didn't go to the eye appointment, but we were getting ready to go, I think, to the store, like, whatever. And then I was like, oh, like, I think I asked him what he was going to get. Because you know how Dutch has seasonal drinks. He goes, no, I found a place. And I was like, oh. So it's a really cute coffee shop. If you guys want to go, it's on my TikTok. I changed my name on my TikTok, so it's my first name and my last name. I had Kolu Ara. I like when people call me Kolu, but because I would associate Kalamba as like my professional name and Kolu as my like fun name, but I love my name and I don't want to. I hate when people that are not my friends call me Kolu, and it annoys me. I know I named this podcast Café con Kolu. This fucking fly is gonna die. But that's a story for another day. We're just not gonna talk about it. So yeah, I changed my name on my Instagram to Columba Arana, Columba Arana. So go check it out. The video kind of blew up. I'm like, hey, let's go. Because guys, literally all it takes is one TikTok. So once, yes, I will be acting funny, and yes, I will forget about you small people. I'm just kidding. But yeah, go watch my TikTok so you can keep up with my journey. I need to film more, but I'm so busy, and that's not an excuse. That's not an excuse. Not at all. So I'm going to stop using that as an excuse. You know what? I was going to do an episode before Thanksgiving and not talk about Thanksgiving. That's crazy. Insert gobble gobble noise right here. Hopefully there's better noises because I don't know how to gobble. Anyways, so 25 fun facts about I'm a fun facts girl. I remember my first season of this podcast, I used to do that all the time. Should I bring that back? When I would have like a random fact of the day. That was actually really cool. And then I would have shout outs. I haven't done my shout outs in a while. Oh, my sister wanted a shout out today because she's making me cake. Well, she's not making me cake. She's making a cake. So shout out to my sister for the cake. Thank you. So fun facts. So if you want your next shout out, let me know. Okay, the first turkey trot dates back to the 1890s, and Buffalo, New York was the first city to host a turkey trot on Thanksgiving morning in 1896. Only 6 runners participated in the race that year, running on stretches of dirt road for roughly 5 miles. That's crazy because most turkey trots are like a 5K, so it's like 3.2 miles. That's crazy. 5 miles? I mean, you gotta lose the weight you're gonna eat, you know? I'm traveling on Thanksgiving, so I can't do the turkey trot. So I might just run around the airport for 3.2 miles. So let me know if in DIA there's a way to run around. Yeah. Thanksgiving was originally celebrated in mid-October. The first Thanksgiving celebration wasn't in November at all. In fact, some historians suggest that it was held in mid-October, similar to present day of Canadian Thanksgiving. It was President Lincoln who set the November date in order to coincide with the Pilgrims landing on Plymouth Rock. Fuck the Pilgrims. Fuck the Pilgrims. Fuck Columbus. Yes. Because they didn't discover fucking shit. So, if you celebrate Columbus Day, fuck you. Wow. I'm just saying. It's Indigenous Peoples Day. Pumpkin pie isn't actually Thanksgiving's favorite pie. The dessert has been an important part of Thanksgiving meal since the 1700s. However, the American Pie Council is putting an end to the pumpkin versus apple debate. According to its research, apple pies are America's favorite. Pumpkin comes in the second place. Not bad. Female turkeys don't gobble, hence why I couldn't do the gobble gobble noise. You know who does gobble? If anyone been on TikTok, that there's some files that were leaked, and y'all's president was doing something. Only male turkeys make the well-known gobble gobble noise that has come to an associated with the holiday. In fact, male turkeys are even known as gobblers. So this is not aging well. Females make other noises such as purring and crackling. The first Thanksgiving was actually a 3-day festival. The first Thanksgiving was celebrated in 1621, including 50 pilgrims and 21 Panau Indians, and it lasted 3 days. Historians believe that only 5 women were present. The tradition of football on Thanksgiving Day was started by college teams. The tradition of football on Thanksgiving became in 1876 with the game between Yale and Princeton. The first NFL games were played on Thanksgiving in 1920. Also, I feel like anytime I think about football and Thanksgiving, it reminds me of the Friends episode. If you know, you know. If not, go watch it. Historians have no record of turkeys being eaten on the first Thanksgiving. The first Thanksgiving Day did not have turkeys. Ew. Sorry. They had duck, geese, and swans. I mean, also eating a turkey is kind of weird to me. Do you guys please put a picture of a creepy turkey right here? Thank you. Why are we eating that? Why are we eating birds? Benjamin Franklin wanted the turkey to be the national bird. Go, Franklin, go. The first Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade featured Central Park animals. Was originally called the Macy's Christmas Parade to kick off the holiday shopping season held in 1924. The first parade includes monkeys, bears, camels, elephants, brought from the Central Park Zoo instead of traditional characters, balloons we know now. Snoopy has made the most appearances of any balloon in the Macy's Thanksgiving Parade, of course. Charlie Brown and his pumpkin. 44 years after the first Macy's Thanksgiving Parade, Snoopy made his debut. Go. Thanksgiving was once celebrated on the third Thursday in November. Thanksgiving returned to the last Thursday in November 1942. And I know there's a fucking Mandela effect about that. So, that's weird. Jingle Bells was originally a Thanksgiving song. Butterball has 40-year turkeys. Did you guys ever hear the conspiracy theory that people were fucking the turkeys and then selling them? That's crazy. 46 million turkeys are cooked. The turkey doesn't actually make you tired. That's a lie. And then the Americans secretly dislike classic Thanksgiving dishes, but eat them anyways. I feel like my only favorite Thanksgiving dish is I like Thanksgiving ham. Like ham, I don't like cold cut ham. And then mashed potatoes. I am a mashed potato whore. And then, I like turkey because I feel like I don't need cut like turkey like that a lot. I usually like cold cut turkey, so I like it. Yeah. Thank you guys for joining me on this lovely episode of Columba has ADHD while she films an episode. Thank you guys for watching. I love you all. I hope you guys have a safe and fun and beautiful Thanksgiving. Don't forget the true meaning of Thanksgiving is to be thankful. Fuck the pilgrims again. And yeah, don't forget, guys, you can listen to me on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and you can see my beautiful face on YouTube. Bye.